Stairs. In this week's video, we'll go ahead and take a look at how stairs are created in Revit. But before we look at Revit, let's take a look at some terminology of stairs. Stairs are basically made out of two components, a riser and a tread. A riser is the vertical component, or from here to here, of a stair, and the tread is the horizontal component. To create the stairs in a project, you'll need to know several pieces of information. One, you'll need to know the distance from the bottom of your stair to the top, for instance, from the first floor to the second floor, this dimension here. And then you'll divide that by the distance of your riser, this dimension here. And you'll get the number of risers that your stair will need. And you can fill those in here. Once you have the number of risers that you'll be using, you then need to multiply that number by the distance of your tread, this horizontal distance here, and that'll tell you how much room in plan view your stairs will take up. So if you fill in your treads on your section view here, then you can draw them down into your plan view. And you'll get a dimension. You can fill in all the rest of the treads here. And by using the dimension of the tread and the dimension of the riser, you can then get not only the height of your stairs and the number of risers, but the length of your stairs and the number of treads. Lucky for us, Revit calculates the number of risers automatically and translates that to the distance for all the treads for us. But we'll take a look at that in just a minute. First, let's take a look how you can actually create the stairs. There are two ways to create stairs in Revit. One is by component and one is by sketch. You get to both of them by going to your Architecture tab, Circulation panel, and the stair tool is right here. Once you invoke the stair tool, if you use any of these tools up here, you'll be creating a stair by component. If you use the sketch mode, the sketch pencil tool, you'll be creating a stair by sketch. This is used for a more custom shaped stair. Let's start by taking a look at a stair by component. We'll start with a straight run stair by component by clicking the very first icon. You'll notice several options that you can use when creating the stair by component: the width, do you want an automatic landing, the offset, and the location line. And if we look at the properties of the stair, this is where we'll show Revit which level we want to start the stairs at, the base level, and which level we want to end the stairs at, the top level. Revit will use the information of the distance for your risers and the distance between the base level and the top level, and it will tell you how many risers you will need to create your stairs. The last thing we'll look at on the Properties palette is the type of stairs that come by default in Revit. The first one is an assembly stair, 7-inch max, 11-inch tread. You also have a monolithic stair. These are usually made out of concrete and are found on the site in the ground. And you have a precast stair. Really quickly, I'll show you how you can change some of the type properties of a stair. If you edit the type, it's just like a wall or floor or ceiling where you can duplicate or rename or just change the type properties, and it will affect all of the stairs of this family type. Let's go ahead and duplicate this one and call it 7.75 inches max riser by 10-inch tread. This is the code maximum riser and minimum tread for a residential project. Don't forget, just because we changed the name, that we still need to change the type parameters. So the maximum riser height we will change to 7.75 inches, and the minimum tread depth we will change to 10 inches. We'll hit OK, and now we have a new stair type. Before I create my stair by component, I'm going to open the 3D view so we can see it get built as we model it. I'm going to tile my windows. So we have the floor plan here on the left, and we have the 3D view on the right. That way we'll see the stair built in 3D as we model it here on the left. I'm going to zoom in here. So we'll go back to our stair component. We are still in our command, so let's just go ahead and press run again. And we'll select the first one, the straight run. We can see over here that we're going to go from level 1 to level 2, and we're going to need 16 risers. Revit wants us to left click somewhere on the screen to begin our stairs. And once we click on that and drag our cursor or our mouse to the right, you get some information on the screen. You can see as I drag to the right, it creates a new riser every 10 inches. And you can see that by the dimension string that grows and snaps to each new riser. Not only that, but down here, below the stairs in gray, Revit tells us how many risers have been created and how many are remaining. If I want one straight stair, then I would just drag my mouse all the way past the very last riser that's required and click anywhere on the screen out here, and a stair has been created. I'm going to zoom extents. Now we're still in sketch mode. You can tell by the red X and the green check. So we don't have railings yet, but as soon as we finish the sketch mode, the railings will show up. But we can see that our stair is looking about what we expect and want. You can see that the first riser here and the 16th or the last riser is here. You can see that we need 16 risers and we have 16 risers. So we'll finish our sketch, and now we have our handrails. Revit will automatically create landings midway through your stair if it has a switchback or needs a landing. Let's take a look at that. We'll go to our stair tool. We'll do a straight run again, but this time we'll left click and we'll only go about halfway. 7 risers are created and 9 are remaining. We can go 8 and 8 and we'll left click again. Now we have created the first run of a switchback stair. I don't need to worry about creating the landing because right here my automatic landing is checked. So all I need to do is click on the screen with my left mouse button where the next run is going to start. I'm going to line it up here and do a switchback stair. I'm going to start the stair here, drag to the left and left click. Oops, let's try that again. Drag here and left click, and you can see that the landing is about to be created. Revit is showing you where the landing is going to be before you left click to finish your stair. You can see how it moves with the stair. If I left click, the stair is created along with the landing, and you can see it here in 3D. Again, no handrails until the stair tool is finished out of sketch mode. Before I finish sketch mode, I'm going to show you that stair by component. You can see the different components as you highlight them, the runs and the landings. And you can see that when you highlight one, you have grips. And you can stretch this and make them wider or longer. Finish sketch mode. And now you have your handrails. They're other tools for stair by component. Let's take a look at those. One is a spiral, full step spiral, and the other one is a center end spiral. They both create spiral stairs. This one asks you to enter the spiral run center. So I left clicked. Then you drag to find the radius of your stairs, and it creates a spiral stair for you. There it is. And the next one is very similar, stair. This one you pick the center, pick the radius again, and this one you get to choose where you want the start and ending of the spiral stair is. Hit OK. And now you have a spiral stair. Let's go again. There's an L-shaped stair. There it is. You place it. And you can drag and stretch this one like the other ones. And the last one is a U-shaped stair. Finish the sketch. And now you have handrails. And that is stair by component. Let's take a look at the other way to create a stair in Revit. Stair by sketch. This is when you have a more custom shaped stair that you want to model. I'm going to go ahead and delete all the stairs that I've created. I'm going to go back to my stair tool, and I'm going to create a stair run. But instead of using one of these tools, I'm going to go ahead and use the pencil sketch tool, and that is telling me in Revit that we're going to create a stair by sketch. When I click this, you have several things, tools, options to choose from to create your stair. One is the boundary, one is the riser, so you can create different shapes for your risers, and one is the stair path or the run. If we click on the stair path, we'll go ahead and just put that in to start with. Now we'll go ahead and pick a boundary. I'm going to create an arc on each side of my stairs for my boundary. I put the stair path in there just to keep an underlay of where the center of my stairs are going to be. So this is going to be the outside edge of my stair. And now we'll create some risers. For now, I'll just keep them straight. Keep in mind, the first riser wants to be at the end of this stair path, and the last riser wants to be at the other end. So I create one here, I highlight it. I'm going to go ahead and copy these because that's an easy way to do it. And for easiness, I'm going to just create all the risers 1 foot apart. And you can see as I do this, down here keeps changing. So I have created 6 risers and I have 8 remaining. And you can see as I continue, that number will change. And when I get to 0, I will stop. Okay, my scale's been way a bit off, a little too big, so I'm going to bring the stair path back down to there. So my stair path is connected to the first and last riser, that's important. And I'm going to draw my boundaries again because those were way too big. I'm going to select boundary here, select arc, put one here, and mirror that to the other side. And those are the 3 components you need for your sketch stairs. The risers, the boundary, the green lines, and then your stair path. If I finish sketch, you can see the stairs are created here. And you can see how powerful this can be. You can create stairs in almost any shape that you can think of. If I edit the stairs, we could change these risers, need to highlight it again. Edit sketch here. Remember, if you're going to edit the stairs, once you've created them, you need to highlight them, edit the stairs, and then you need to highlight it again and edit the sketch of the stairs. I'm going to get rid of these risers and maybe make some that are actually in an arc. Bring that there, make copies of this. I could array this, it might be easier as well, just whatever is your preference. And I'll need to bring my stair path to the very last riser, hit OK, and you can see that I now have risers that curve. The last thing I want to show you in this video is a multi-story stair. To show you a multi-story stair, the first thing we'll need are multiple stories. So we'll go to a south elevation. And I will copy this level. We'll copy several of them. So we have 6 levels or 6 stories. Let's go ahead and tile these windows so we can take a look at what's going on. So we have our 3D view over here on the right, our floor plan, and our elevation. So let's go to our stair command. We'll do a switchback stair, but we'll do it by component with a straight run. And we're going to go from level 1 to level 2, and we'll tell it to finish the next levels after we create the first one. So we'll left click, drag. We're going to go halfway, so 8 and 8. 8 created, 8 remaining. And then I'm going to come over here and go back the other direction, and Revit filled in the landing for me. Now, if we were in a high rise, this might be closer. And now we have a stair. We can finish it, or before we finish it, we can go to this tool here. We could do this after we finish it and go back to edit it, or we can do it right now. You can see that it's a multi-story panel, and this is connecting levels. So when we click on this, Revit will want us to go to an elevation to select the levels that we're going to use. The south elevation is open, so I'm going to pick that one. And all I have to do is select all the levels. Finish sketch mode, and you can see that it has created a multi-story stair.